Hello class, my name is Miss Little, and before I start on Alfred Binet, I'm going to go over a few things. Today we're going to be working with a little system. It's going to be extra credit and dextra credit. If you guys participate and are very enthusiastic when I need you to be, you will get a point under extra credit. If you're kind of lacking, we're going to get one taken away on dextra credit. If we end today in this lesson with positive, I do have a little surprise for us, so it's definitely going to be worth it. Second, when I have you guys talk to each other, I'm going to snap and say teach. You're going to snap and say okay. So let's try that real quick. Teach.
Okay.
Exactly. And then to get your attention from that, I'm going to say class however I say it, and you will reply with yes in the exact same fashion I say. So if I say class,
yes.
Perfect. We're going to get along great. So Alfred Binet, he lived from 1857 to 1911. A little bit on his education is he got a law degree in 1878. He also studied natural sciences, but he really turned out not to like that stuff as much, so he self-taught himself psychology. No formal training. He would go into libraries and read psychology books. Now, on to his career. From 1883 to 1889, he worked in a hospital as a researcher in Paris. From 1891 to 1894, he was the researcher and associate director in the Laboratory of Experimental Psychology at Sorbonne University. Not sure that's French, so I don't really know how to pronounce it. In 1894 to 1911, when he died, he was the head director of that Laboratory of Experimental Psychology at the university. He was also a member of the Commission on the Education of Retarded Children. He became a member of that in 1904. And now I'm going to have you refresh with your neighbors on his education and career. Teach.
Okay.
I don't really remember what he was doing when we started trying to study.
We have he taught himself.
No, yeah,
And
okay, no, he found like
right here.
something to, or something. I'm not really sure. Is it on here? It's on here.
Class.
Yes.
Oh, that was so good. We're going to get a point.
Yay.
Okay, now on to Binet's ideas and interests. Binet had two daughters born in 1885 and 1887, and this triggered something in him, and his focus turned to the study of development. With the influence of his daughter's birth, Binet refined his conception of intelligence, especially the importance of the attention span. Although he was big in that area, his contributions to the study of intelligence is what Binet is most known for. Binet, along with his student and associate Theodore Simon, created the Binet-Simon scale. This scale compared children's mental abilities relative to those of their normal peers. So basically compared all of them to come out with an average. They chose students who were average in their classes as the teacher described them. They gave them tasks that they thought all children for a certain age should be able to do, and they chose those tasks based on observations of different age groups that they conducted. All right, so tell your neighbor what the Binet-Simon scale is. Teach.
Okay.
It's a test
It's kind of hard to exactly remember.
Children,
The test is they would use different
compared to their peers with like what they think, like the mental, like when I said the mental.
No, just
thing is what the
you heard it just one time. So
ability to do at their age level, so they take activities at their age
I know it's like differentiate between intelligence between kids based on how they test it.
Class.
Yes.
Good. The practical use of this scale is for determining educational placement. The score on this test results reveals the child's mental age, which we learned before is a factor in the IQ. Binet knew that this scale had its own set of limitations. Binet believed that intelligence is diverse and that you should study it qualitatively rather than quantitatively. So rather than just sitting there punching out numbers of the results of these tests, but to actually observe what the kids are doing and how they're acting. Binet stressed that intellectual development progressed at variable rates, so not everybody progressed at the same time, and this depended on the environment that they were in, not solely the genetics. Why don't we tell our neighbors a little bit more about that scale? Teach.
Okay.
It's really great based on
Yeah,
the environment.
good. And he actually
Everyone needs to be cited. Everybody uses that.
That's what they're saying.
Yes.
And they shouldn't breathe.
That was part of it.
That's probably Oh.
Class.
Yes.
Oh, that was good. I liked that one. We're going to get a point for that. So this scale was brought to America and translated in English in 1908. This scale was not adopted in France, which was Binet's home country, while he was still alive. And I'm sure you guys can see the reasons for this scale. Are there any questions?
What is the scale basically determining? I know it's like it's
Determining the mental age of a child, and you divide that by the actual age of a child, and you multiply it by 100, and that gives you the IQ score. So it's a part of that. It's how to tell, it's how to tell where the student is intellectually, because we all progress at different rates. All right, thank you guys. We did end up positive, so I will be passing around some goodies.
Thank you. Yay.